Hello my lovelies, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel for those of you who are already subscribed or have seen my videos before. In this video we will be doing this look here. I don't know if you want to call it a full beat, full glam, whatever you might want to call it, but we're getting this face, this eye look using all drugstore brands or products, but also some makeup brands that are found at Ulta as well. I did do shopping, all the shopping at Ulta, so there are some like Makeup Revolution kind of brands like that. But if you do want to see how I get this face look, this eye look, please keep on watching, but also feel free to please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you do want to see more of me. And I also want to shout out this shirt that I'm wearing in my pretty brown skin. I will list this shirt in the brand. It's Bandit Queen down below. Love this shirt and I'm wearing it in this video. So if you want to see the rest of this video, how I got this look, then keep on watching. We're starting off bare face because I'm going to use drugstore or Ulta, drugstore, whatever you might want to call it, products for everything, even eyebrows. I did already do my skincare and have my moisturizer and everything on. So I'm going to start off with the, okay, if I can hold on to it, the Colourpop, if it'll focus for me, the Colourpop. This is the Brow Boss. It's a brow pencil. I haven't used a brow pencil in some time to do my brows, but I wanted to try something different, and trying all different products, I figured why not. This is in the color dark brown. It's actually the last one, and I'm going to start off doing my eyebrows literally the exact same as how I would do them with a pomade. Just going to line them a little bit. And I like using pomades over pencils because I do, as you can see, I have thin eyebrows, always had thin eyebrows, so I feel like the pomade just fills your brows in a lot more and makes them seem like a little bit more thicker than pencils do. But I was like, for this video, let's do, you know, something lighter and different because we're using all different products. But I think using the pencil, you do have like more of an ability. I have moisturizer like all on my nose, looking crazy. You do have more ability to kind of fill in your eyebrows, so it's not like so much thick product all at once. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know. Part of me likes it. Part of me doesn't. Doesn't look bad though. I'm just not used to like thinner, I guess more natural brows. I'm used to just completely filled in, but might switch it up. But I actually got the Colourpop Brow suggestion from one of my friends, Tori. She said that Colourpop has really good brow products, and so far like it's good. I'm not like a pencil person because I don't know, I'm not feeling this like natural. I would probably get like a pomade and do a pomade to fill in like the ends more, but pencil for like the fronter part is nice because you just like fill it in very lightly and just a little bit, not all completely full. But I guess everybody has their own preference, how they like their brows, how they shape their brows, and how they fill them in. I'm just so used to filling my eyebrows in with the pomade all like thick and stuff because that's how I've done it for years. But sometimes, you know, you gotta change it, switch it up just a little bit. And I am going like a little bit more heavy hand with this as opposed to going lighter with like the pomade, because since it is a pencil, you do kind of have to apply little bit more pressure for the look that I want. Okay. And now I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in shade Cool Tan. Using this as a concealer, and then just my flat brush to go in and clean up my brows a bit. Maybe once I clean them up, I'll like them a little bit more. I don't know, a lot of people are doing like the natural looking brows now, and like the soap brows. That's all people are doing now. But if you were blessed with thick eyebrows, I envy you, because I seriously wish that I had thick eyebrows, because all you have to do is just do the soap brows and then boom, like you're done. For me, no. I've always had thin eyebrows ever since I was younger, but I might, you know, take that next step and get the microblading, because if I don't have to do my brows every day, that would be beautiful. Just might invest into microblading. I'm just gonna clean the top off a little bit and then drag it up so then it can blend into my concealer. I mean, into my foundation. What I'm doing is concealer. Just a little bit. I mean, they don't look bad. They really don't look bad. I'm just taking my fluffy brush and going to blend out all that concealer underneath and above my brows, just a tiny bit. That's crazy. On to the next thing, which is the eyes. I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal again, and then just my flat Morphe M224 brush here. I'm going to put some of the LA Girl Pro Conceal on the back of my hand, and I'm going to use this to prime my lids before I do eyeshadow. And put this all over my lids here. I remember when the LA Girl Pro Conceal, the concealers just came out, and now they've come a long way. I think the pigment to them has definitely gotten better, because they weren't as thick before as they were now, if that makes sense. So they've definitely gotten better with the LA Girl formula and just the concealers overall, because they have the color correctors and they have like the concealers to conceal or to contour, anything. Like, don't be sleeping on LA Girl. And they're only like, I think like $3 or $4 depending on where you get them. I literally just put the concealer like everywhere. It looks crazy sloppy, but I'm just gonna take my blending brush again and just dab the concealer in. And this is just kind of blending out my eye, so it's kind of like that smooth, primed eye before I apply the eyeshadow. And for me too, since I do have dry skin, my eyelids, I should say, they do get pretty dry as well. So I always have to apply extra moisturizer, and then I have to apply like extra concealer on top of it too, just to make sure that nothing lifts, like the concealer doesn't lift and then the eyeshadow doesn't lift on top of the concealer. I got two palettes, one being, this is the NYX Ultimate Edit one, and then the Makeup Revolution, the Reloaded Velvet Rose, just to see like which one. But I think I'm gonna choose to use the Makeup Revolution one. This is the eye look that I'm going to do on this eye. I haven't done eyeshadow or an eye look in a while, so I went and did like something off camera, so then I can show you guys how to get it on this eye. Let's see what brushes. Oh, some of my brushes are upside down, that's why. I'm starting off just with a fluffy brush, and I'm taking this color here. It's like a burgundy-ish color, so I just have my mirror on top of it because this palette doesn't come with the mirror. And I'm going to put the burgundy-ish color in my crease. Make sure you guys can see. I'm just putting it in my crease like so. Do a little bit at a time. Sorry if you can hear like noise in the background. They're doing trash in the back. They're either doing landscaping or doing trash all the time. And then I'm just taking my fluffy Morphe M505 blending brush. I'm using this neutral color to blend out that burgundy, the top of the burgundy, and I'm blending it towards my brow bone. For some reason, these are colors that I tend to gravitate towards. No matter the palette, I just automatically gravitate towards like reds and browns. Why? I don't know. I'm just using this dense, fluffy brush, and I'm going to take this dark brown and I'm going to put it directly into my crease right underneath the burgundy color. Just a little bit. I like to do different stuff when I do eyeshadow. I like to be creative because literally your face is your canvas. I'm just gonna go back and forth with the colors now, just blending everything out. But your face is literally a canvas, a blank canvas when you have no makeup on. So you can do whatever, design whatever, make whatever eye look, face, like you can literally do anything. And I think that's why I love makeup and gravitate towards makeup so much, because you can literally do anything with it, any color, any design. Just like, it's a form of art. Definitely a form of art. Now I just have my Girl Pro Conceal. I have it on the back of my hand. It's easier to put it on the back of your hand, so I'm just grabbing my brushes when you're doing a cut crease. And I'm taking my Morphe M224 brush to cut my crease. And I've heard about people making their own cut crease brushes, and I might look into doing that because I feel like the brushes that are already cut crease brushes per se, they're not completely round. And I was watching, I can't remember the YouTuber's name. She has a video on making cut crease brushes, and the brushes come out like perfectly round. And I think she uses like either regular scissors or eyebrow scissors or something to cut them and round them out, but she actually uses art brushes. And I never would have thought to use art brushes as makeup brushes, but I mean, really no difference. I think just in the hair is the only difference between art brushes and makeup brushes, but they're all synthetic brushes. So she uses like a flat cut crease brush, a flat paintbrush, and cuts it like into a round cut crease to make a perfect cut crease brush. And I might do that, because normally that's the only eye look. I either do smoky eyes or like cut creases. So I might do that so I can have a perfect brush. And if you guys know like what video I'm talking about, or know of any other videos that are like that, please like put it in the comments below too. So I love watching like hack videos or like different kind of videos that'll help like with tools or like different like eye looks and things like that, you know, just trying to make life easier for everyone. Because I have smaller hooded eyes, I don't have that much eyelid space, and for those of you, I envy you if you do have large eyelid space, so I kind of have to make my eyes look bigger than they already are. And I have to drag out my cut creases a little bit, so I'm just patting everything down. And now it's literally just going back with the same brushes that I used in the cut crease area. I'm just going back now with the same brushes to do the outer section, using that same dark brown on the ends. And just blending everything. Gonna go and just blend everything out using the same brush, going in with the same burgundy color inwards. And just blending everything into each other. Y'all know makeup is literally just blending and blending everything into each other. I'm just tapping off the excess of the shades. But for like a Makeup Revolution, first time using their eyeshadows or eyeshadow palette of them. This is a really nice palette. I know I use Makeup Revolution like face products and they're good, so I had no doubt that this palette would be good, and people already said that their palettes are good, and this one was a good one. And this one is the rose gold one. And I also have everything tagged down below for you guys. And now I'm going to use just a flat brush, and I'm going to dip my brush into this neutral color to put that on my lid over the concealer and carve out my cut crease and define it a little bit more. Or it's like a half cut crease, I guess you could say. Half cut crease to define it a little bit more. Sorry, I don't want this video to be like extra long from the eye look, so I don't want to like prolong this, so that's why I'm going a little bit fast for like the eyes. So eyes normally always take forever and the longest anyway, so that's why I did it first off camera, because y'all would have seen me struggling trying to figure out what to do with my eyes, especially since I haven't done eyeshadow in so long. But I pretty much just do the same thing every single eye look, so. And I'm just blending it, the neutral like tannish color, into the red burgundy, and bringing it down into like my tear duct, the side of my tear duct area. Darken up that red just a little bit. And I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal again, but I'm taking these tiny detail brush and I'm dipping it into the concealer. And I'm going to take it from, hopefully y'all can see the top of my cut crease, that line, and I'm just extending. I already messed up, but we're gonna make it work. I'm just extending the line down and around. Y'all can see there. I know no two is ever the same, so it's okay. Like that. Next, I'm mixing this gold and this gold together, and I'm using just a small flat brush, so mixing them two together. And I'm gonna start in my tear duct area, and I'm gonna pat those colors right in that area I'm gonna keep building it up because I want it to be kind of a bright shimmery kind of thing. And once it's packed into the tear duct area, then I'm gonna take the tip of the brush, which is the flat part of the brush, and start dragging and patting it up on the cut crease sort of line. Like so. And that's both the eyes there. I'm going in with the NYX Vinyl Liquid Liner, and I'm going to make a wing, but it's going to stop where my eyeshadow stops. And what I did, I rounded out the sides of my eyeshadow. I just used a makeup wipe and just rounded it out. So I do it and then I stop it right there, and then I go down and then fill it all in. Fill all of this in with black eyeliner just to darken it up. And so there's the thick line before lashes. And I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. It's pretty much just making a line, a wing line, up into the eyeshadow. And it does not need to be any kind of perfect. I'm using the E.L.F. This is the hydrating, I was about to say setting spray, the hydrating face primer. Oh, this is super liquidy. I've never used this before. Kind of smells weird. This is super liquidy. I'm not used to such liquid face primer, but I am going in to use, this is the brand new, the Morphe 2 foundation. This is in the shade Hint of Cappucino, and I'm using my, of course, my Sephora collection buffing brush, and I'm just gonna shake it. But they have the, it's the drop, like the droplet. That's the only thing, so it can get a little bit messy. So I'm just going to put it on my cheeks, put a little bit on my forehead, on my chin, before it completely drops down. This is just the first layer of it. I'm blending it in, bringing it down to my neck. I wasn't sure if the shade was going to be my match because of course you can't test anything out anywhere. All of the testers are taken away. So it was between Hint of Cappuccino and the one right before it. It's like hint of, I can't remember, like Hint of Caramel or something like that. So I was scared because of course you can't like turn things or exchange. Well, I'm not sure with Ulta, I'm not too sure what their policy is, but I don't like returning and exchanging things. Like that whole process is a hassle. So, but just from one drop, I had pretty good coverage. It says it's from sheer to medium, kind of like buildable coverage, and I don't like, you know, full coverage foundation all the time, so this actually is like a good coverage just from droplet on my cheeks and my chin and forehead. I am just gonna go in with one more droplet on both of my cheeks just because that's where I do have scarring. Not so much blemishes anymore, but scarring that I do want to cover up. So I'm just going to dab it in just in my cheek area. I'm going to look at my mirror a little bit. And I'm going to go in for concealer with my e.l.f. This one, I already had. A lot of the stuff I got new, but this e.l.f. concealer I already have, and I do really like this concealer. This is in the shade Medium Sand. I'm just going to put in my inner corner. My inner corner just a tad bit, outer corner a tiny bit, and my 3 stripes on my nose, the tip of my nose, tiny bit on my chin. And for bronzer or contour, it's the Beautiful Bronze LA Girl Pro Conceal. This I already had as well, but I never really used that much because I did use other ones. So this I'm kind of bringing it back, but I'm just putting dots on the sides of my cheek, underneath my lip a little bit, and then just some dots. I like the LA Girl because it's like buildable. You just squeeze it out and put as much as you want. I'm taking my Sephora Collection concealer brush and I'm just dragging down the concealer underneath my eyes and kind of connecting it to the outer ends. I do want a little bit of a brighter under eye just to kind of balance out this foundation. That is why I went fully in with the e.l.f. concealer. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm trying to get as close to the lower lash line as possible without poking myself in the eye. Doing the same thing everywhere else and just dabbing a little bit on the forehead. I am gonna go in, can't forget about the nose, and I forgot about the nose. Just put a line on the nose so we can snatch the nose up just a little bit. I'm gonna go in and just blend out the contour just using my small kind of angled brush. And I'm gonna blend out my cheeks, contour on my, well, this is, yeah, my cheekbone. Yeah, my cheekbone, I was right. Oh, and this is the e.l.f. stipple brush that I use to blend out my cheekbones. Sorry, my stomach is definitely growling. Sorry if y'all can hear that. I need some food in me. I'm using my like dense kind of kabuki, smaller kabuki brush to go in and blend out the concealer underneath my eyes. Blending out the bottom, bringing it around my nose area. Doing the same thing. And I'm just dragging everything up and out. And getting my forehead. Blending that into the contour. And for my nose, I'm going to further blend out the contour. And I'm going to use a different brush for my nose concealer. I'm going to use a smaller blending brush to blend out my nose concealer, just tapping it upwards. I didn't get a new setting powder because I love this one so much. This is, of course, the Makeup Revolution one. Sorry, I know the label is rubbed all off, but I'll have the exact name for it tagged down below. I just love using this setting powder. It's Makeup Revolution, one of the banana shades. I think it's just a regular banana, not the banana deep. And I use this to set my, okay, if I don't set my entire body, I'm gonna use this to set my under eye. And I'm gonna drag it up so I can cut my nose out. If y'all can see, carve my nose out. Sorry, not cut my nose out a little bit too. And I just bring it under. I know it looks like a lot at first. I'm just using my powder brush from the Sephora collection and just dabbing all of the powder away. Because I don't like to, I don't bake. I just dab it all in there after I just inhaled literally all of that setting powder, but it's okay. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And I like using this pointy, it's like a really dense pointy brush because it allows me to get next to my nose and carve it out so I can get like that nice snatch and clean line under my nose and underneath my eye. Yeah, I do get powder a little bit everywhere, but it's okay. This is what we have other and clean brushes for. And I'm gonna take the powder brush and get rid of it. Well, personally, I only need to leave powder on for 2 seconds for it to do the job. That's why I don't bake. And it's set on both sides. Just gonna just use the tip of the brush, of what's left on the brush, just to kind of get the nose and just wipe that off. My brush just broke, unfortunately, but I'm still gonna use the top of it to do my blush. I'm using, this is the Colourpop. It's Colourpop Growth Flirt Super Shock Cheek. It is a matte. This is the color of it, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of it. It's a little bit darker, and that's what I wanted, a little bit darker of a blush. I'm just putting that on my cheeks. I like a little bit darker and a little subtler. Yeah, it's a lot more subtler than the Maybelline Fit Me one that I have. So I do like this one. And I tend to always over blush and look like a clown sometimes. So to buff that out, I'm just gonna use my powder brush. I always keep a clean powder brush. Just like dab it in a little bit, so my cheeks don't look super rosy. And just kind of settle it down. I'm taking the Loreal, this is the LUMI Glow Nude. It is a highlighter palette, and I think I'm just gonna mix all of the shades together, literally all of the shades. I'm gonna take my Morphe M501 and just mix all of these shades together and just see what they produce as a highlighter. Do this upwards. I mean, it's kind of subtle. You know, I'm stepping out of my Amrezy palette, so it is like a nice, it's a nice highlight. It is a nice highlight. You could probably use them individually, but I'm just gonna mix them all together just because I like a nice highlight. does have like a nice shimmer to it. I'm using the Milani Make It Last, if it'll focus for me. There we go. Make It Last setting spray. It says 16-hour wear. It smells really good. It says 16-hour wear, so let's see. And I'm just using my mirror to kind of get on me. I like that little bit of a dewy finish. That's why I just got the regular setting spray instead of matte. And because I did use like the liquid, like the droplet, the Morphe foundation is on the dewier side. For those of you who like kind of matte foundations, that foundation is more dewy. The lashes that I'm using are the Ardell 3D Faux Mink lashes, and I use the best lash glue. This is the glue, the Duo adhesive. This is the brush on one though, so it makes it like so much easier to brush. You just brush a line of glue and then just place the lashes. Amazing. But these are the lashes. For my lips, I did not realize when I grabbed this that it was a brow pencil, but this is the LA Girl. It's a brow pencil, but I'm using it for lips. It's in, I think, just regular brown. I don't think it has really a shade to it. It's just a brown, espresso, sorry, it's espresso. And I'm gonna use this to line my lips. It's a very fine tip. I think I see why it's a brow brush, because it's not, the tip is not that thick, it's super thin. So I see it's probably better to get like thin defined hairs on your brows and not lining your whole lip. But you know what, it's okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and use my NYX. This is the Butter Gloss. It's in the color Ginger Snap. And I'm gonna kind of go over where I lined, further outline my lips. This is literally my favorite lip combo. And I like finding like different products that I can use to make this lip combo. And then I'm gonna go ahead and line out the bottom a little bit. And I like to add a couple more layers so it's like dark, dark, dark on the outsides. And these lip glosses feel amazing, like they're super soft. Going ahead and using another NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the color Fortune Cookie, and I'm just gonna fill in the middle of my lips. And just kind of dab the line of my lips in. Like such. I want to thank you guys all for watching this video of how I got this drugstore look from eyebrows all the way down to the lips. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to see more of my videos, and hit that notification button if you guys want to be alerted when I post videos, which is every Thursday and Sunday. But do please leave comments on how you felt about this look, any new products I should use, or just saying hi. I love to see you guys' responses and respond back to you all. But I will see you guys all in my next video.